shocking indeed. Oh, if a man were porter of Hellgate, he would grow old, turn into king. Knock, 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 who's there? I'm a Beelzebub. What? Oh, knock, knock, knock. Who's that? I'm a Beelzebub. Here's a farmer. Ladies and gentlemen, a brief preamble. The following passages, it's very obscure. It's a bit difficult to understand. So bear in mind, ladies. I'll go on, shall I? So bear in mind that what I'm going to talk about is how the three ways that Elizabethan society might end up in hell, right? I'm going to three ways that the Elizabethan society might end up in hell. It might help, it might help, it might not. Alright. So, where was the farmer? Here's a farmer that aimed himself on the expectation of plenty. Yeah, makes no sense, does it? No, stupid. Why would a farmer hang himself on the expectation of plenty? Makes no sense. Can you see my shoes, Macam? Yeah. I'm standing up back there. Anyway, well, I thought about it. Why the farmer would hang himself on the expectation of plenty? Right? I think it was the sort of farmer that ploughed his field and sowed his seed. And it was this sort of expectation that he was worried about, see, and that's what made him go to hell, see? Makes sense, right? I told you it was very obscure. Anyway, come in time and have napkins enough about you, because here you'll sweat for it. Oh, no, no, who's there? Faith. Here's an equivocator. Cockney for equivocate. Equivocator. Yes, that could swear in both the scales against either scale. We're talking about the scales of justice here, ladies and gentlemen, against both the scales, right? Who committed treason enough, which makes this scale go down. But committed treason for God's sake. Ooh, yes, for God's sake. Anyway, it brings that scale back up into a more or less equivocal situation, which makes her an equivocator. Right? But here's the thing. Here is the thing. Could not equivocate do everything. Come in, equivocator! Oh, no, no, no. Who's there? Yes, Faith. Oh, woo! There's an English tailor. Very nicely dressed English tailor. The only man with a tiny audience. Congratulations. An English tailor. Come hither for stealing of a French hose. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? You have no. What is a French? You have no idea what a French hose is, right? Am I right? No idea, right? No, me neither. I don't understand. I've thought about it all summer, believe me. And I've come up with three possibilities, ladies and gentlemen. one for the Frenchos, garden implement. Intercontinental garden implement, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it could be, no, it doesn't work. Right, okay. Possibility number 2 for the Frenchos, hosiery. Hosiery, Frenchos, hosiery, English tailor, makes sense. Makes sense. Not bad, not bad. Yes, but my personal favourite. My personal favourite, ladies and gentlemen. I have to admit it, yes, but my personal favourite is a third possibility, and it's this sort of French hose, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's my favourite. Why not? Why not? It's Shakespeare, right? Yeah, it's Shakespeare. Tell me, what's the one thing, if you had to say the one thing about Shakespeare, what would you say about him, William Shakespeare? What would you say? He was a filthy bastard. Right? So it's got to be this kind of French house, right? Oh, yes. Come in, Taylor, 'cause here you may roast your goose. Oh, yes, knock. Oh, yes. It's never quiet. What are you out there? Knocking. Hey! That's a bit like Bob Dylan, don't it? Knocking. What are you? I'm not going to get angry, I promise. Suddenly it got very existential here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I can feel it. Yes, what are we? What am I doing here? What is the meaning of my life? What are you doing here? What is this all about? I mean, I strut and I fret, right? Ladies and gentlemen, you've flunked. That was an hilarious moment, ladies and gentlemen. It's the best moment in the play, ladies and gentlemen, and you missed it! Strut and fret! It's from the most famous speech in Shakespeare, ladies and gentlemen, in this play! It's coming up! Mark my word, you'll hear it! What is this Macbeth, the world premiere for you people? Well, read more, ladies and gentlemen, and get out a little bit. I pray you, ladies and gentlemen, remember the order. Right, now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is the mime segment of the evening. Mime segment of the evening. Yes. All right, here's a little mime key. And there's a little mime key on the wall. So I put a little mime key into the little mime key. And I turned the little mime key into the little mime key. And there's the mime door. So I opened the mime door very mimetically.
Was it so late, friend, there you went to bed that you didn't lie so late?
Right, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, to save it, we're not there yet. But we were carousing till the second cock. That's in the text. A lot of the rest of this is not in the text, but that's in the text. So I can say that. I can say we were carousing till the second cock. Oh yes, the second cock. What time of evening, I wonder, is the second cock? Sounds very late in the evening. Second cock. That's very late. Hey, drink, sir. Drink. Oh, the great provoker of three things. Three things.
What 3 things does drink especially provoke?
Very sir. Nose painting, sleep, and urine.
Whoa!
Oh, that got a bit of a response. Yeah, strut and fret, like a nothing, but urine. Whoa! Pee-pee, urine. Whoa! And lechery. Lechery, sir. It provokes, drink provokes, it provokes and it unprovokes. It provokes the desire. But it takes away the performance. Right? And therefore, much drink may be said to be an equivocator with lechery, right? In keeping with the theme of the evening. Think about it, right? Drink, it makes him and it mars him. It sets him up and it takes him off. It persuades him. Disarms him. Makes him stand to. And not stand to. Yeah, you've been there, mate. In conclusion, equivocates him in a sleep, and giving him the lie just leaves him. Yeah, that's it.
Is thy master stirring?
Oh, is my master stirring?